Scentland, the land of scent. Hello and welcome, this is Chris back with another fragrance review. This time I'm reviewing a sample. I rarely do that, but I have to do it this time because the fragrance itself is not available to me in a full bottle. Yet I owned it back in the 90s and I worn it and I have my experiences with it, I have the memories attached to it. So definitely there's a history for me with this fragrance, and I think it's very much worth to be reviewed, even though just from a sample. Which is the fragrance I'm talking about? It's this one, Escada Pour Homme, from the house of Escada, released in 1993. And that already is a very brave thing they've done at Escada, because at those times, that was the beginning, or already probably the middle of all these aquatics appearing on the market. Starting from maybe cool water and then shifting towards New West, and then Eternity coming out, and then whatever Polo Sport in the same year as this, and then CK1 and all that. This was the trend that was going on, the fresh aquatics, maybe even unisex, and at the same time this came out, and a year later Aramis Hawana, which were fragrances that really made a different statement, much more classy, manly, sophisticated, and it was a brave step, even though the market did not appreciate it, because Escada Pour Homme was discontinued, sadly, and I think at this stage is really much a much chased, or an item that is for the fragrance lover, is something that everybody wants to have in their collection, right? This is the bottle, and already from the bottle you can actually see that this is a classy release. The juice is this golden juice, and it's all about the start of the fragrance. Is all about your orangey, bergamot, Italian lemon, cognac. Very nice cognac note in there, like if you're having really a cognac underneath your nose, and then this flower orchestra starts to creep in, or come in, or step into the stage, onto the stage, and play. You have juniper, you have geranium, carnation, caraway. You have also patchouli in there, definitely reminding you of the classy 70s fragrances, right? Which was deliberate, very much deliberate in this one. And then you have a nice sandalwoody and musky base, paired up with some sweetness from both vanilla and tonka bean in there. So it is very much a flowery, classy, manly, woody, aromatic, joyful, yet very well-mannered and manly fragrance, which totally stands on its own feet. It doesn't follow really any other, or doesn't copy any other fragrance. It follows maybe the big footsteps of Givenchy Gentleman, for example, which is a more patchouli. There's much more patchouli in that, but at least here it's a bit more flowery, maybe more joyful, more playful, less heavy, more musky, maybe I would say. It's a great composition of all these ingredients, and the main part to me is definitely the bergamot, cognac, bit of cinnamon as well, and the woody, sandalwoody, and then patchouli, musky aspect, together with the flowers. So especially the geranium, but also juniper, caraway. It's very complex, very, very complex. It's not a simple fragrance, and it needs to be, in my opinion, applied both on skin and on fabric, because on skin it's going to be changing due to its high quality and sort of natural ingredients. Some say it's a bit synthetic. I'd say it's not. No, It's not. It really has a classy, natural vibe coming through it. I don't feel it. If you over apply, it can be pushy, right? It can be too much. So you just apply about what, three, four sprays, maybe one on your chest and the rest wherever you want, and maybe one on clothes. And this is going to linger around you on skin for 6 to 8 hours, classic eau de toilette version, and then on clothes even longer, 24 hours. You spray it on clothes, you smell it the next day, easy. Age-wise, I would say grown-up scent, classy scent, manly scent, 28 and above. Definitely time of the day, maybe more an evening sort of scent. Definitely you need to dress up for this. I remember a one-page ad in 1993 in a paper where there was a guy, well-dressed guy, had a shy smile on, I think, and an arrangement of flowers, a bouquet of flowers in his hands, and that gave me two messages about the fragrance. First of all, it's a classy, well-dressed man's fragrance, and has a romantic touch to it. It is very much an evening romantic, well-dressed fragrance. Going to the opera, nice restaurant, stuff like that. Definitely for such occasions, and but also it could also be a signature scent, in my opinion. If you feel that this is the vibe you wanna project. Especially since less and less people are wearing this, is very rare. So if you wear this, you're going to be standing out of the crowd, or from the crowd, and it's going to definitely play in your favor. Yet it's very difficult to obtain. So this is why I'm hanging on to this sample, right? And cherish it, and from time to time going back sniffing, and say, those good old times in 1993, which was a year when amazing designer fragrances came out. Escada Pour Homme, but also Givenchy, Insensé, Chanel, Egoist Platinum, what else? Boss Elements, Excess from Paco Rabanne. What a year! I mean, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, what a year, 1993. I'm going to be reviewing that year in particular, because that year alone produced amazing quality in terms of designer fragrance releases. So, as a summary, I'm very sad to see it basically gone from the market, Escada Pour Homme, because it's a classy, sophisticated, well-mannered, well-dressed, in my opinion, very French sort of touch into it, and it has a confident aura about it. And a classy aura without being too heavy or too 70s or too 80s old manish type of stuff. This is because maybe due to the flowers, it's more into the more playful direction, like Givenchy and Sensei, maybe, where you have the flowers, having their own part, not just the leather and the patchouli, or there's I don't detect any leather in this one. It's not a leathery fragrance. This is really the cognac and all these ingredients that I mentioned. Don't want to return again to all these, because I've gone through them a few minutes ago. But it's definitely an orchestra. This is like classical music. I think I've said that in one of my reviews. This is like classical music. It's not Wagner, right? It's not Richard Wagner. It's more Brahms, maybe. Yeah, definitely Brahms. This is the Brahms of designer fragrance releases, and it's we still have the music of Brahms around. We don't have Escada Pour Homme around anymore. But if you're a collector and you have the chance to get your hands on this, and you like the classy fragrances, classy manly fragrances, which display this cognac, woody, aromatic, bit musky, bit cinnamon, vanilla, orangey, type of vibe, I would definitely advise you to try this baby, because this juice and this bottle, I mean, come on, again, it just looks fabulous on any shelf, really classy. Escada Pour Homme from the year 1993. I don't know the parfumier, I don't know the nose, but this was a superb release, and I can only recommend it. And it was one of my subscribers wanted me to review this. It was a pleasure to review it because I owned it, I worn it. I was a bit young at the time, so it didn't fit me totally back in 93 or 94, but still it triggers good memories, so I'm grateful for that, and I always cherish this fragrance, Escada Pour Homme. Thanks very much, and I'll be back. See you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.